Okay, it's that time of year when I take off the winter tires. These are all studded winter tires on the Mercedes C350. Those are 17-inch wheels and they're the same size on the front and the back. And I don't use the jack that came with the car. Which is buried in the trunk with the nice tire. It's a full-size tire and wheel. It's not space saver. I don't want to touch that jack. I hope I never need it because it makes the car look a little better when you go to sell it. The jack was never used. I use a scissor jack. I'll show you that in a minute. Now the tires that are going on it are the staggered front and rear. The front tires are narrower than the back, and they have, I think they're 8 spokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spoke magnesium wheels, and usually I wash them first. I'm going to do that first, wash them all up, then I'm going to put them on. I'm going to lay them out on the ground in the garage. I'm going to change them myself, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. Okay, I like to lay the wheels and tires out on the garage floor before I wash them. Got my wash bucket here, lots of soap, and the most important part is cleaning the inside. They only get cleaned probably once a year. It's once a season, I should say. I put them on in the spring. It's late this year, it's almost June, which is caused by our cold spring, and I don't trust the weather. Could snow tomorrow for all I know. So anyway, I'm just hose them down, scrub them off, and get them ready to install. Okay, that's the first side, nice and clean, just like new. Now I'll do the other half, the other 2 wheels. Okay, and there's the other 2, perfectly clean, lots of thread on them. They're expensive tires. The back one's around 400, and the front one's around 300, and 300 Canadian. Expensive, so I tend to use them very gently because they're soft rubber and they wear out fast. And they're Michelin tires. Now luckily my garage is big enough I can change the tires right here, so I'm going to bring the car in on an angle and I'm going to go about changing the 4 tires. There, I just brought the car in on a nice angle. Now I can change the 4 wheels without being up against the wall. And I use this type of a jack, a hydraulic jack, and this is the part that jacks it up, and this is what I use to loosen the wheel nuts. Now the wheel nuts are put on pretty tight, so I actually use this as my breaker bar. I put this here in it to break all 5 nuts on each wheel before I start. That way the car is on the ground and I don't have to worry about knocking it off the jack. So I loosen 1/4 turn, all 5 nuts. Watch, I'll try and do it here. There, okay. I do that to every one of them first while it's on the floor, so I don't knock out the jack. And the jack, there's only one spot. When you bring your car in to the dealer, they put it up on one of those machines that lifts it up in the air. This here fits right into that little spot. So there's one spot on each corner. Don't try to do it anywhere else, because you'll probably damage the undercarriage of the car. And I'll have to double check where that's at right now. There's a little indentation right there. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Now I can jack up each corner and take the wheel off. I'm not going to jack it yet. I got to loosen all the wheels up first. Okay, I got all 20 wheel nuts 1/4 turn loosened. Not off. Always just take a little bit loose so they won't be hard to take off when I put the car up in the jack. Okay, now I'm jacking up the car on this post. And you see how little it takes to get it off the ground. Now the only problem with this car, it's so low that if you happen to get a flat tire, you'll never get this jack under the corner unless someone's there to lift up the fender. That happened to me last year. I had to get my wife had to put the jack under it, and I had to lift up the corner of the car to get the jack under it. It's that low. So now this wheel is off the ground. Okay, and I have a safety jack. And since I'm not going to go under the car, I'm not going to put the safety jack under it. I'm just going to take the wheel nuts off and change the wheel right there. Okay, the 5 nuts are off. Now I can easily pull the wheel out and put it in storage. And while I'm standing back here, I can do a quick brake inspection. Brakes are really good. Really good. They're almost new. And there's nothing leaking from the CV joints. Looking good. Okay, now I can put the wheel on. Okay, I got the wheel on. I don't tighten the studs very tight while it's up on the jack. I just snug them a little bit so that they're tight, but not too tight. I want them snug so the wheel's on straight. And I know it is. Okay, they're all nice and snug. Now I can lower the jack down slowly, because it does come down pretty fast. Right to the ground. Perfect. Now I can do the last torque on these. I do this, 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 and this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Staggered somehow. There. 1 down, 3 to go. Now move to the back. There's also another slot under the car for the jack. Right around here. I'll do that in a sec. There, it's about 10 inches from the back of the car. Now I'm going to jack it up. You'll see how little it takes to get the car off the ground. Better check my lock mechanism. Okay, good. Okay, we're up off the ground. Good. Nothing going on there. Good, I'll take the wheel off now. Now all the nuts have been loosened, like I said, a little bit. Now I'll spin them off. Here, all the nuts have been loosened. This was just hanging on by a thread. And we'll move the tire out of there. Quick brake inspection. Yeah, they're like new because they are new since last year. No liquids leaking. Nope. Now I'll get the other tire ready and put that on. Okay, I got the wheel on the back and just hand tighten the 5 studs. I'll make them a little snugger before I drop the jack. I'm just holding the camera right now. Okay, they're snug. Now I'm going to lower the jack down slowly. Oops, oh, went faster than I thought. Okay, good. Perfect. Now I can really put the torque to these so that they don't come loose. There, that's the back tire and the front tire on this side. Now let's drag it over to the other side. Okay, here we are on the other side. I'm putting this in the same place. I'll double check first before I jack it up, and then I'll take the wheel nuts off this and put the other wheel on. Okay, here goes the jack. There, we're off the ground. Okay, let's get the wheel off. Okay, that's the other back one. There's one left on the front here. That'll be done. Okay, last wheel all set to go. I got the jack in place. Make sure this is tight. This is what releases the jack, and it is. Now I'm going to jack her up. You can see how few jacks it takes to get this off the ground. I tried getting it underneath the front. It's impossible, so no point in even trying. These pots are made for it right here. And it's almost off. I don't mind, that's rocks being crushed by the jack, those crunches you hear. Okay, and anyway, there, the wheel's up high enough. Okay, now I'll just take that one off the same way. Okay, the wheel nuts are off. Now I can just reach in, grab this wheel, and put it with the rest. There, all set for next winter. But I'll be honest with you, these tires are not going on next winter. These are worn out. Half the studs are missing, and they probably had 4 to 5 seasons out of them, so they're going to the dump. And I get new ones. There, I got all 4 wheels on. Just gonna snug these up a little bit and torque them down when I lower it off the jack. Still on the jack right now. There, okay, let's take it off the jack. Here goes. There. First thing I do after I do this is check the tire pressure. It will be good to go. Okay, this is a tire pressure gauge I use. I'll see how the tire pressure is before I start. It should be around 30-ish. This one was exactly 30, so I'm happy with that. And the back one was 34. I'll have to put some air in the front one, I think, to make them match. Yeah, the other back one's 34 as well. And this front one was 30. So next time I go downtown, I'm going to go to the air gun and put 34 in all of them. So then I'll calibrate the tire pressure monitoring system. That works on using the ABS to count the pulses. So I'll make sure all the air is the same in each tire before I calibrate it, and then we'll be good to go and off a flat. There, we're all set now for the summer. Need a car wash and a wax and detail the inside. We'll be all set. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked that video, and we'll see you next time.